Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's doing okay on this Saturday morning. I didn't get a chance to announce that I was coming on this morning, but I wanted to invite you all to practice with me a little bit of morning stretch to get your energy flowing and moving. And also, it's the end of the month, and if you're still here, you made it. To God be the glory. So I wanted to just come on and do a very brief stretch. The centering verse for today, centering and grounding verse will come from Acts 17:28. And many of you all probably already know this or familiar with it. For in him we live and move and have our being. And that's what I want us to focus on today. I don't want you to get caught up in I can't do the pose. I can't touch my toes. I had a hip replacement. We all have various health challenges. And so whatever you're able to do, even if it is simply to rest in stillness and to breathe, we want to be able to honor that as we explore movement, explore our breath and our connection with God on the mat this morning. All right. So if you're with me and you're ready to enjoy a little bit of faith and flow yoga, go ahead and grab your mat. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so that you can see me. Now, if it feels comfortable for you to sit with your legs crossed, feel free to do that. If not, just have your legs straight in front of you. Begin to rest your hands somewhere in your legs as we take a moment to center and ground ourselves. That is the beauty and the difference with this faith and flow yoga practice that I offer. It's an opportunity to set a clear intention on where you want to focus your mind, your body, and your spirit. And that's with our union, our connection to God. And so just take a moment to settle into stillness, attuning our ears and our heart to be in connection with God, drawing our attention to the breath, that beautiful divine connection that we are so blessed to have this morning. Resting the right hand on the heart and the left hand on the belly. Just take a moment to breathe into that centering verse from Acts. In him we live, we move, we have our being. And although life looks very different than what it looked like a few months ago or last year, just take this moment to breathe in to the joy of life, the ability to move and have your being. Breathing in and out. Begin to slowly rest the arms by the side. If you're able to, go ahead and cross your legs as best you can. If you need to sit up on a pillow or blanket, feel comfortable. Begin to settle yourself. Take a deep, energizing breath in. Extend the arms up, our sign of praise. Opening up the heart, feeling a nice stretch along the front and the side of the body. Bringing the right arm down and begin to just lean. Inhale and coming all the way back up. And exhale, lean to the other side. We're just going to move side to side. Inhale and extending those arms up. Our sign of gratitude and praise. Exhale, lean. Just move at a rhythm and a pace that feels good for you. One more round. Really extend and stretch through the fingers, elongating the arms. We meet back at the center, extending both arms up, palms come together and down to heart center. Awesome. Take a moment to cross your legs in the opposite direction. We tend to cross in the same direction sometimes. Let's do that same sequence one more time. Hands lifted up. Slowly bring the right arm down and lean, opening up the side body. Inhale, extend up through the center. Exhale, lean other side. Very simple, but very effective. Remember, yoga is about moving with your breath, being fully present, connecting in mind, body, faith, and faith and flow yoga to our God. And slowly extend both arms up, palms come to meet, and bring it into heart center. Building a little bit more movement and energy in the body. Inhale, extend both arms up, lengthen through the spine, lift the ribs away from the waist. Exhale, slowly come forward, bending and hinging at the hips. Begin to draw the chin in towards the chest, stretching the entire back of the body. Continue to reach and extend through the fingers. Breathing in and out nice and easy. As you inhale, lift your gaze, looking at your fingers, and walk your hands back. And we're going to come on to hands and knees. Now, if you have any knee issues or any injuries that you're dealing with, just be mindful. Maybe place something soft underneath your knees. Coming to hands and knees with the fingers spread wide, we'll do a few arches and rounds, also known as cat-cow curls. Take a deep breath in. As you arch, lift your gaze and lift your tailbone. Be mindful of your feet, so you're either tucking your toes or pressing your feet down. Exhale, round. Press yourself away from the earth. Inhale, arch, looking up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arch. Take your time. Slowly strengthening the arms, pressing down through the fingers as you round. And one more round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. This time we're going to take it back to child's pose. Take the knees apart. The big toes touch behind you and sink the hips back. Now, if your forehead doesn't touch the mat, I want you to just go ahead and bring your elbows down and just look down in between your elbows. Don't worry about trying to push your head down. Just let your hips be nice and heavy towards your heels. Take a moment to settle and breathe, bringing your focus back to that centering verse as you live, move, and have your being. Take one more energizing breath in, expanding the front, sides, and backs of the body. And exhale, release, slowly unraveling, coming back to hands and knees. Bring the knees right back underneath the hips and move the hands towards the top of the mat as you spread the fingers wide. We're going to go into our first downward facing dog. Now, we're not going to be here long, especially if you're a beginner, but bring your arms almost like sliding boards. So if your arms are right underneath your shoulders, just like this, go ahead and extend them up. You're going to begin to press down into all your knuckles as you tuck your toes and lift your hips high and press back. Take a full deep breath in and slow breath out. Bring those knees right back down to the mat. Untuck the toes and let the hips come forward and roll all the way down. Remember, this is a morning stretch for energy. So if I'm moving a little too fast, just take your time and breathe in child's pose. Hugging the elbows into the sides of the waist. We're going to just take a mini lift here. Gaze down at the mat. Squeeze the legs together. Engage the glutes. Press down through the pelvis and breathe. Breathing in and out. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. As you inhale, begin to press yourself away from the mat, bringing yourself all the way back up to hands and knees. We're going to press back into child's pose one more time. Now remember, with your child's pose, you can just come down to your elbows, or you can extend the arms forward, resting the forehead down on the mat. Rest the belly on the thighs, and allow yourself a moment to surrender and let go. Feeling a nice stretch in the entire back of the body as we begin our morning. On your next inhale, slowly rise back up to hands and knees. And we're going to bring a little bit more energy to the legs, stepping that right foot forward. So the best way to do that, especially if you're new to the practice, is come up to a kneeling position with the hands circling the waist. Engage the belly. So draw the belly in and up. Go ahead and step the right foot forward. Once you step the foot forward, make sure the knee is over that front ankle, and then just bring your hands down for support, resting on the tops of the fingers. Begin to extend that back leg all the way back, pressing down through the top of the back foot, or either keep your toes tucked for a little bit of an anchor. Take a deep breath in as you gaze forward, lift the chest, exhale. Begin to sink the hips back, coming into half splits, lift the toes and press down into that front heel. Inhale, walk the hands back, come into low lunge. Exhale, walk it back. Straighten the leg as best you can. Don't worry about if the leg doesn't straighten all the way. That's okay. We're going to do one more round here. Breathing in on the lunge, exhale on the half split. This time as you come to a low lunge, let the hips shift down and forward. Find your balance in the front foot and the back foot. Once you have that balance, bring the hands to the top of the thigh. Interlace the fingers. Find your gaze forward. Find your breath. Notice that energy and heat building through the hips and the feet and the ankles. Once you have your balance, slowly begin to extend the arms up alongside the ears. As you exhale, bend the elbows, palms face forward as you lift your chin, opening up your heart. Inhale, extend the arms up, gazing forward. Exhale, bend and open up, taking you into a little bit of a mini back bend. Good. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, extend the arms up and bring those hands down to frame the front foot. Now this time we're going to press down through the fingers. You may already feel a little energizing heat through the arms and the legs. Press down through the fingers and lift that back knee. Holding here in a low lunge. Finding your balance and begin to bring that back heel down, blade it with the short edge of the mat. We're going to come to stand in our first warrior two, arms in line with the legs. Hopefully everybody's feeling pretty good. You're still hanging with me. We're going to bring a little bit more energy to the arms and the legs. So just roll with me. As you inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the palms together. Slowly extend the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, press down. Inhale together. Slowly extend up as you gaze up. Exhale, press down. And last time, bring those palms together at the heart center. Inhale, extend it up. Exhale, press down. Awesome. We're going to make our way down to the mat. So take your time. The same way that we came up, we are going to be able to get down. So first, take your gaze down. Look all the way down at the mat so you know where you're going. Bring both hands down one at a time. And then you're going to lift the back heel. Turn onto the ball of the back foot and lower the back knee. Bring the front knee to the back. And take your child's pose. Take a moment here to rest. Take the knees apart if you like. Rest the forehead down or either rest on your elbows and relax the back of the neck. Breathe. Notice how your body is moving and flowing. Not necessarily perfectly, but in a way that feels good for you. Being at peace with where you are and being grateful for the energy moving inside of you and the life that God has given you. On your next inhale, if you're ready, slowly rise back up to hands and knees. Bring the knees right back underneath the hips and come back to a kneeling position. Once we come to kneeling, keep the belly engaged, the spine long, and you're going to step the left foot forward this time. Remember, we're preparing for that dynamic movement of flowing through the lunge and the half splits. Bring the hands down, rise up to your fingertips, and extend that back leg back a little bit more. Tuck in the toes or either press down through the front of that back foot. Get comfortable. So if you need to kind of wiggle around a little bit, that's totally fine. Begin to slowly breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, so we're going to switch it up. So we're going to flow here. As you gaze forward, slowly exhale, walk the hands back and lift the toes. Straighten the front leg. So don't try to sit your hips all the way back. That's not where we're going. So we want to have the leg at an incline. Walk the hands forward and then slowly walk it back. You can have a mini bend right here in your front knee. Inhale, walk it forward, gaze forward, and exhale, walk it back. Inhale, walk it forward, and exhale, walk it back. So this time we started with a little bit more movement. We find ourselves settling here, pressing down through the front foot and the back foot. With our gaze forward, begin to interlace your fingers and rest them on the top of that front leg. With the heart open, the shoulders drawn back, gaze forward and breathe. Moving from a space of movement to stillness, and from stillness to movement. If you feel like you have your balance here, go ahead and extend the arms all the way up alongside the ears. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chin slightly. Inhale, extend, gazing forward. Exhale, bend and open up. Inhale, extend, gazing forward. Exhale, bend, open up. This time as you extend the arms up, gaze down at the toes and bring your hands down to frame that front foot. We're going to make our way up to prepare for our warrior two. So go ahead and tuck the toes on the back foot. Press down through the fingers to lift. Take a moment here to find your bearing. If you need to bring that back foot in a little bit, if you find the foot slipping, take your time and then bring the back heel down. Keep the front knee bent and open up on the other side. Gazing forward, extending that back arm all the way back. Let's flow for a moment here. Inhale, bring the palms together as you straighten the front leg. Slowly extend the arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, draw the palms together. Slowly extend up. Exhale, press it down. Inhale, palms together. Slowly extend it up as you press down through the feet. Exhale, press it down. Awesome. We're slowly coming to the end of our morning stretch. So go ahead and gaze down so that you know where you're going and bring one hand down at a time for support. Lift the back heel and turn the hips forward as you lower the back knee and the front knee comes to the back. And let's take child's pose. Remember, you can take the knees apart, the big toes touch behind you, and rest the elbows down. Let the head hang heavy and breathe. Feel that life-building energy flow, pulsating through the face, pulsating through the arms, the legs, and the feet. We're going to slowly make our way up, walking the hands back. Just come onto your side. You're going to come to a seated position with the soles of the feet on the mat. Take the feet apart. We're just going to rock side to side. Sorry, that's my dog. Let the knees fall to the right, bringing the left arm all the way around, coming to a seated twist. Breathing in and deep breath in and a slow breath out. Begin to slowly unravel yourself and go back to that rocking motion side to side. How y'all feeling? Hopefully everybody's feeling pretty good. You don't have to do this in the morning, just anytime you need to pick me up. So this time the knees fall to the left and bring the right arm all the way around. Keep the chest lifted and gently twist. Good. Slowly unravel yourself. And we will meet back in the same position that we started, with the legs crossed or with your legs straight. And take a moment to end our practice the way that we began, placing the right hand on the chest, left hand on the belly. And now we revisit stillness from a place where we were moving and having our being, moving our joints, moving and flowing with our breath in a way that feels good for us as we express gratitude through our breath and gratitude through our movement. Feel yourself settling down and winding down as we explore a very brief and simple breathing meditation. Our first affirmation: I am a breath flowing. I am a breath flowing. Feel free to repeat this aloud or in the silence of your mind. I am a breath flowing. Notice the flow and the sway in the hips and the legs as the breath flows through the heart, the lungs, the arms and the legs. God's breath filling every part of your being. Our next affirmation: I am a being living. I am a being living. Breathe into the steady flow of the breath. Feeling softness wash over the face, the arms, and the legs. I am a being living. And our last affirmation: I am a life full of purpose. I am a life full of purpose. As we close out at this practice, take a deep, full breath in from your center And slowly release as you open your eyes. Feeling alive, fresh, and renewed, extend those arms up. A sign of praise and gratitude as you bring the palms together and down to heart center. Awesome. Thank you for joining me for this morning practice. Even for those that didn't catch me live, hopefully you will catch the replay. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I want to thank everyone so much for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for sharing, liking, and subscribing, and leaving amazing comments. I am so excited about building this Mind, Body, Faith channel, which is all about living well inside and out while remaining rooted in your faith. As you know, I'm a church girl. I love God, and I love the practice of moving through the modality of yoga. I love the science behind it and how it is a simple practice that anyone can do to help reduce stress, calm the nervous system, and bring mobility back to your body in areas maybe where you're stiff and you're tight. And next month, I'm excited to say it is Mental Health Month, and I will be doing more videos on one of the things that I struggle with, which is anxiety. So if you have any comments or you have anything that you would like for me to talk about as it relates to Mental Health Month, as it relates to breath work, yoga, tips for anxiety and depression, all those different things, leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to respond. Until then, you guys have a great weekend and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.